Today was one of those slow, cozy, snowy Sundays, so I figured I'd share what I ate and baked throughout the day. I started my morning with a cup of tea. Nothing fancy, just fresh ginger, fresh mint, and a little suka nut, which is the least processed form of cane sugar. This is honestly how I've grown up having tea, although at that time I used to use the regular sugar and dairy milk. For breakfast, I had mung dal dokla with my tea, light, filling, and perfect on a cold morning. I really believe in eating the foods we are familiar with and grew up around. That's my son who got so excited to look at the snow when he got up. He just stepped outside right away to play. After the breakfast, I baked sourdough bread. I used the same sourdough sandwich bread recipe that's already on my channel, but this time I tried something slightly different. After the bulk rise yesterday, I shaped the dough, put it in loaf pans, and let it rise overnight in the fridge. In the morning, I baked the loaves straight from the fridge. I could honestly tell the difference. The bread came out softer and lighter. After baking, I brushed the loaves with ghee, took them out of the pans, and they were so soft. If you have not tried out this recipe, I highly recommend that you give it a try. The only thing to keep in mind is to make sure that during the bulk fermentation, you do not want to over ferment this dough. This fresh milled whole grain flour ferments quite faster, and you have to keep an eye on it. I don't let it ferment overnight because that would definitely overproof it. So I do it during the daytime when I can keep an eye on it. And the bulk ferment usually gets done like in 2 to 3 hours for me, depending on the temperature. If you do right amount of fermentation during the bulk rise, then you can shape them in the loaf and let it cold proof overnight in the fridge and bake them straight from the fridge to get this result. For lunch, I kept things simple: millet rice, wal beans, which are kind of broad beans, masala chas, which is spiced yogurt soup, and some cucumber slices. Easy, comforting, and filling. In the afternoon, I did some holiday baking. I made a peppermint version of my einkorn cookies using the same base recipe from my channel. I swapped vanilla for peppermint extract, skipped the cinnamon powder, and used chopped dark chocolate with peppermint filling instead of chocolate chips. This is ancient grain einkorn. I ground it into fresh flour, added the baking soda, baking powder, some salt, flax seeds. I mixed everything well before adding the mixture into the stand mixture bowl. It is very important not to overmix this einkorn flour. This peppermint dark chocolate bar I had bought from Iceland, so I decided to use it here. But you can use any kind. If you like to use the Andes mint, you can use that. I also added some mini peppermint marshmallows that I got from Trader Joe's and some crushed candy canes. I like using these candy canes because they are made without any artificial food dyes. What are your favorite cookie flavors to bake during holidays? Do let me know in the comments. My kids love these marshmallows in their cookies. So I just folded all the mix ins. Then I used the large blue cookie scooper and scooped the cookie dough into the balls. I laid them out on the tray and then I put them in the fridge. I like to let it ferment for about 12 to 24 hours to get the health benefits of the sourdough as well as to get that nice flavor and texture. These cookie dough balls freeze really well, so I like to freeze the extra ones to bake as needed later on. After a few hours in the fridge, I took out about 4 cookie dough balls and I flattened them out like this, and then I baked them in the oven at 350 Fahrenheit for about 12 minutes, and they came out really nice and golden. And I topped them off with some crushed candy canes and some pieces of marshmallows for that festive holiday look. When I pulled one apart, cookie was super soft. I took a bite and it was perfect. Soft cookie, peppermint flavor, and a little crunch from the candy canes. Definitely a Christmas style cookie. For dinner, I used my fresh sourdough to make grilled sandwiches. I spread ghee on the outside of the bread, then added roasted red pepper chutney on one side and green cilantro chutney on the other. Inside, I added a burger patty, tomato, onion, cucumbers, and avocado. I grilled the sandwich and served it with extra chutney on the side and some seaweed chips, which I like as a lighter alternative to potato chips. I ended the day by taking a bite of that sandwich. And that was it. A really simple, cozy, snowy Sunday at home. I share a lot of my real life cooking, baking, and food routines here. So if that's your type of content, then you are always welcome to subscribe.